What's the last few years been like for you?
They've been rough, actually. I graduated high school in 2006, and I'm now transferring to the university in 11. So I've spent about 5 years at the community college. The first year, I did some time catching up, took, a few remedial courses, and then got into my general education. But I had hit a rough patch kind of the sophomore, well, what is supposed to be the sophomore year, and really needed to work. So I had to balance going to school and I had to balance working. I didn't have, a tons of job experience, so, not too many people were hiring full time, so I had to get two part-time jobs to really, support myself.
What
And
kind of work were you doing?
I was working at a sports center in Union City, and I worked with former foster youth and current foster youth in Oakland, California at the Independent Living Skills program. So I was doing both of those while still attending college, and they were all in separate cities. I lived in Union City, went to school in Hayward, and worked in Oakland. So I was constantly traveling, really going to school, and really trying to make, the college thing work.
So, how did going to Chabot, were there supports there that enabled you to stay on the path?
There was some support. I received support from the EOPS program, Extended Opportunities Program and Services, and also the Daraja program. And they also received support from them, but that was more academic along the lines of English and psychology counseling. And one of the programs that I work with that works with former foster youth is called Beyond Emancipation, and they helped financially with book money. So starting off, they gave me $500, and if I gave them my report card, I had a 3.0, it'd be 800, or if I had a 4.0, they would give me $1,000 for book money and really support me in that area. But as far as the mentoring the first year and some of that one-on-one support I didn't really have, but that's why I'm trying to do the work that I do, so the people that mirror my experience or somehow walk in my shoes, I want to make it a little easier for them.
It's amazing to hear a student leader and a peer mentor now, knowing the adversity that you've overcome. How do you communicate the value of college to kids that you talk to?
It's quite easy because of the population that I work with are the majority of former foster youth or foster youth, because the experiences that pretty much shape their lives, it's something tragic. It's a lot of trauma that comes with, foster care and being placed in or being state raised, how a lot of people, pretty much like to say it. So advocating for education, letting them know this is the only true way to be interdependent, they pretty much jump on it because they just know that it has to be something out there that's better for them than group homes and people judging you by a case file and different things like that. So when I mention college and they have the chance to better their lives or better the situation that they was previously in, they pretty much jump at it.
It sounds like maybe the high school does not prepare kids to either age out of the foster system or to be college ready.
It didn't for me.
What can you do different?
Actual college prep classes, because in high school, or the high school that I went to, we pretty much learned 5 paragraph essays and different things like that in English, and that's how I wrote my first college essay and just received a big F, because that's not how they write their essays in the college level. And a lot of the information is pretty much dumbed down, for lack of a better word. I was almost on the verge of not graduating high school because of a math class that I did not take in the ninth grade. But I had to take 2 years of math in order to graduate, but they didn't say which math specifically. So I took an elementary math, something that I remember probably doing in the 5th grade, and I did that on cyber high, and I was able to graduate. So they pretty much just try to push the kids along to get them out and just do certain things. So I wasn't well prepared, which caused me to take the remedial courses in college my first year. And as far as foster care goes, I don't think that you can truly be prepped, for exiting out of care unless you had a sense of permanency. And that's what our county pretty much talks about, permanency, meaning a permanent connection that looks like guardianship, adoption, or reunification, which you know go back home to your family members. And that's in my opinion is the only thing that's going to truly get you ready, you know, for post transition. I don't really like the word emancipation. I think it's a pejorative term, so yeah.
What else do you think you'd like to see change to make community college or being college ready more student focused?
To leave out the politics, I know that's probably a stretch, but I mean, that's, in my opinion, would really do it if we can really take the documents that we have upon students entering into the collegiate arena and really take it apart and dissect it and take out all the institutional racism, all the institutional bias, and then, you know, have a document that's really focused on the education. I believe then that's when it'll be more student focused and, you know, student ready.
What was your most positive experience in college so far? Your favorite class or something that really turned you on about going further?
Let's see. My favorite class, it was actually two of them, and they were both my English classes. English 101A is a remedial course that we take at Chabot College, and my English teacher, Barbara Worthington, oh, she's awesome. So she pretty much took us and assisted one-on-one when that helped, you know, when we needed that help, or she challenged our writing. She challenged us to think further and to think better. And I'm actually an English major, so taking her class, it actually made me want to do English. And then when I was in English 1A, so that's a more college ready class, and it was a part of a program called Daraja that I mentioned earlier, and we were studying African American English and read some books where they have African American English vernacular, and then compared it to, you know, standard English. And it was a pretty fun class, and I learned a lot about myself, my culture, and pretty much just the English language in general. So my English classes were pretty much my funnest ones.
So what's your path to become English major and beyond? Where would you like to see taking that?
Well, I'm actually on my way to CSU Dominguez Hills in the fall.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And so I'm going to get my bachelor's in English, of course, and then I'm going to look for an MFA program to where I can do creative writing and eventually get my doctorate degree, but I'll be teaching while doing that at the same time, because I'll do it for that former foster care population and let them know that, you know, it is attainable. It's something that can be done. So, yeah, I do want to teach and eventually create my own study around English where we can put history and psychology and English all, you know, in one classroom so you can learn about different things while writing about them at the same time.
Very, very inspiring. I'm wishing you all the luck.
Thank you.
Maybe my son one day will be in your class.
Hopefully so.
Thank you.